I'm your co-host, Charles Pigg, and you're watching Pod Warriors.
Old Charles and Jarek sip the brew. The Pod Warriors are rolling through. They laugh and chat with pints in hand. Two legends gracing every land. Oh, the kiss is goated, ain't no lie. Greatest duo, heaven high. Beer and boobs they think are cool as they make the world their fool.
Bro, I just get down to that every time.
Bro, no, man, it's so freaking catchy. I love AI for that.
It's beautiful. How's everybody doing tonight?
Hope everybody's got a beer or an alcoholic drink. If not, water, whatever you prefer.
Or you can just get milk straight from the tap.
Straight from the tap. You ever had raw milk?
Yeah.
It's great. It's actually pretty good.
Realistically, the best liquid that comes out of anything is a boobie.
Yes, one of the elements of the 4B movement.
Exactly.
And then beer, which I got tonight. I got Youngling.
Ooh, that's the oldest brewery in America, or something like that. That's what it says on the can. I got cougar bait today.
Did you tell them the reason why we were supposed to have our guest and she bailed?
Yeah, I brought cougar bait because we were hunting a cougar today, and they bailed.
Yeah, we were supposed to be a porn star, and she just never responded. She agreed to come on, and then stopped responding to my messages.
She does a lot of stepmommy stuff, so that's why I brought the cougar bait, and I just...
Oh, that's all right. We'll get a guest eventually.
I'm not let down, not even in the slightest. We were ghosted. We were ghosted by a porn star.
I mean, you know, she turned down my buddy at the bar, so there's that too. So
if she would have known that I brought the cougar bait,
right,
could have got it.
Oh, you got a request there.
If I have one brewing. the ones that you guys got last night was from Pickles, bro. Pickles make me do that.
What did you eat tonight?
I haven't ate anything yet.
Oh, okay. Been a long day then, huh?
Yeah, dude. I got home at 6:00. A little after 6, actually. Bro, I don't know where the koozie is, Daniel. Don't know where it's at.
Uh-oh.
I legitimately lost it.
Wait. You have wait. I have a bestie in the industry? Oh. Is that a muck?
Look, we've got the wrong PR guy.
Right?
Our PR guy doesn't have any fucking contacts. She was supposed to get Jesus, but no.
Yeah.
I want to talk about betrayal. What kind of show is this? I think we're still kind of working on that, to be honest.
I mean, shooting the shit.
That's typically what it is. We're just going to get together and we're just going to talk shit. Like, literally. Right. You're going to be able to walk through it with us as we explore this relationship known as Charles and Jarek. You guys are going to get to see real love in real time. It's going to flourish. FaceTime call. Should have just sent him the link.
All right, will do.
Told you we got the wrong PR guy.
Yeah. So
Boobies and Boulders. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
Yeah, it's 4B movement. We support the 4B movement. My personal 4B movement, my truth, was the beautiful big booty babes. And then Charles came up with his 4B movement.
It's all about the boobs. Boobies, Boulders, boobs. That's it. That's what it's about. As you can tell, I'm kind of a fan of titties, I guess. I don't really know.
I'm an ass man myself, but boobs are cool, obviously.
No, I totally support the 4B movement in the sense that I'm not going to sleep with any men right now. In fact, I'm going to shave my head later and make it official.
Oh yeah, and to chagrin of Danny, like, come on, like,
I'm going to get out the old turtle wax and just shine it up, dude.
I think you should.
I can't grow any hair on top anyway. I'm bald as fuck anyway. I might as well just shave it, just slick it.
You just look like just be like a modern day Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Tex, we can talk about this on Friendsgiving. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you want to do Friendsgiving? Oh yeah, I was gonna try to go to that, but I want to go see my kids.
That'll be a good time.
Yeah,
be a good
but
time.
I definitely want to try to come up there sometime.
Yeah, you should come anyway. Just screw it. Screw the kids.
There you go. I can dig it.
I don't even know what to say.
I mean, think about it. He's like, the 4B movement is the actual one, or whatever you want to call it. Like, you're kind of proving the point, I guess. Abstain from making this decision, and where you don't want to.
Yeah, imagine that. You abstain from sexual contact with. Is it only conservative men? Like, can you still have sex with liberal men?
No, I think they said all men. I'm pretty sure they said all men. Like I even heard. I was reading the comments of one lady. She's like, I told my husband, and my husband offered if I don't want to have sex, then he'd be okay with that. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna go well.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I guess I totally don't understand the whole thing, if I'm being honest. But protesting in this way or this manner is great. Like, I totally support it.
Support the right to protest. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with what it. I think we talked about it like in one of the other podcasts. Like, I didn't agree with the overturning Roe v. Wade. It's like, I think with conservatives in general, it's like they want as little government as possible. But let's go ahead and overturn Roe v. Wade, put it back in the state's hands, and have 50 governments controlling it. That's more government.
And that's where I can agree with that. Normally, I would say that's not true, but in that sense, yeah, because it also, I think when we were talking about like rights to the earth, overturning it to the states, there's also Trump's going to leave that kind of stuff to when it comes to the issue of medical marijuana or recreational, he's leaving it up to the states. I just think it should be legal in all states. It's good for healthcare. But there are going to be some states that are like, no, it's a drug or it's bad, but they don't really have any statistics to back up how bad it is. They just
look. We're just two toxic males just talking about abortion rights, right? I mean, what better way to just do it? But I mean, in reality, I've got my own opinion on it. Like, I think that it's really gross for people to brag about doing it. Like, I had 9 abortions, and then they laugh. I don't agree with that, but like, do whatever you want. In my honest opinion,
if you have multiple, I'm going to judge you.
Yeah,
like it doesn't take that many mistakes to figure out, hey, you know what causes to be a baby. You know what causes to have a baby.
Yeah,
like one, I maybe I can see that, but if you're having multiple, I'm going to judge you. Like you're doing it just because you can. And there's yes.
I get that, but I mean, yes, okay, so people get to vote, right?
Right.
Everybody votes with emotions. They don't vote with their fucking brain. They don't do research. They don't do that. Look, I want everybody to have whatever they want. Like that's just, I think that there's plenty enough room for everybody to get whatever they want.
Right.
At the end of the day, what I don't want is to force a random mom to have a baby that she didn't want. That kid is going to grow up and be traumatized. It's going to grow up and just be in a loveless fucking relationship with their parents. I don't want that.
And I know like people were concerned. I know Trump. I already did hear him say, you know, like there are certain cases he'd be okay with it. He could rape, incest, health of the mother. And then he mentioned like they're like, so what do you think about the 6 weeks? He goes, well, I think it should be longer than that. So I mean, like people are worried that he's going to ban it altogether. He also said he's not going to sign the national abortion ban anyway. So,
which is totally unpopular for somebody in his position. Everybody just like molds him as like this great Republican. He's pretty moderate. He's pretty moderate.
And he was
on a lot of issues.
Wasn't he a Democrat for years before, you know, like, and he was loved by the celebrity circle before he ran Republican?
Yeah. I don't know how long he's been on like the Republican ticket or like having Republican values, but realistically, the Democratic Party of today, progressives, whatever you want to call them, everything has to progress. Everything has to get worse. That's why. So this is how I truly feel, right? The conservatives, they're like, don't take our guns, because once you label a gun and an assault weapon, that is a broad term, and it's like it's an umbrella. What are they going to take next? They're going to take this. They're going to take that. They're going to take this. This is why I understand, and this is why I don't support overturning Roe v. Wade, because women feel about this topic, this issue. They feel about that the same way most Republicans feel about guns. If they take away this, what are they going to take away next? What are they going to take away next? What are they going to take away next?
Yeah.
I don't think anything should be taken away from any of us.
From what I remember, it was more than just abortion. It had a lot to do with contraceptives and birth control, access to that, I guess. Which, to me, as someone that's pro-circumstance, whatever you want to call it, like mostly pro-life, but like I'm definitely want basically like birth control to be like available like a vending machine, like you're just right there for it. You know what I mean? Like if you're preventing life, you can't make the argument to like if some conservatives said, oh, birth control is wrong, like you're not killing a life, you're preventing it. Like that just wipes away for me the argument that it's not. You can't say it's murder if you're preventing conception.
Yeah,
I think it should be readily available, kind of like candy for me.
Yeah, I don't think that we do a good job with any of it. Like, maybe it's controversial, but I don't think that we teach proper sexual education in this country.
Yeah, more funding probably work.
I mean, I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm not smart enough to know, because I don't know what classes are like nowadays. But I know whenever I was going to school, they did a pretty decent job of teaching you. But
I've always wanted to be part of the school board.
It would be interesting. I don't know. I think, I mean, I know that I've talked about it in the past. I don't remember if I've ever said it like while we were on a podcast or anything like that, but the whole argument of it's a clump of cells or it's a zygote or it's a fetus or whatever, that argument to me is completely weird, because it comes from secular people, and those people believe in evolution. And if they were to find a clump of cells on Mars, it would be considered life. So the argument to me is just weird. Like I don't like it.
It's not a leftist, but I mean, like, you just be surprised of what, like, not everything is black and white when it comes to, you know.
Yeah. like for me, I have my own personal opinions. I
Yeah.
have my own I have my own personal opinions, my own personal beliefs, but I can understand
Yeah.
and like I can see it from a different viewpoint.
Yeah.
Where I used to be completely different. I used to be pretty radical
Yeah. I
in
used to
my
be far.
beliefs.
I used to be far right. Far right.
Yeah.
I say far right, but I mean like Republican. I used to be full on Republican.
My hat does say titties.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. No, realistically, I 100% believe that everybody has room to improve in their own opinions. I'm not here to judge anybody, but keep your shit in your house. Don't force it on my house. That's the way that I truly feel.
Right.
No, I'm
That's a
still
good. That's a libertarian philosophy for me.
yeah, I'm still wearing
Like,
it, by the way.
leave me. Keep out of my business. Eliminate the taxes. I don't want to. I don't want. Just
Oh,
leave us alone.
taxation is theft, bro.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Leave us
How
alone.
is how am I going to go to the grocery store and get taxed for buying shit on money that I was already taxed with? It's theft. It's theft.
And how are they going to tax us all year and then say, "Oh yeah, by the way, you still owe us money, and if you can't pay it all, we are going to put interest on it, and you owe us even more." Like, come on now.
Yeah, no, I mean for me, like you create a good, you create a good, you create a service, blah 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 blah. You send it to a grocery store. Grocery store is going to get a profit by spiking up the price to the consumer. I'm not really smart in that sense, but so they're going to create all that. They're going to get a profit margin on a product, and then they're going to tax you.
Yeah,
it's bullshit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
This is America.
This is America. This is America. This is America.
America. I don't know.
I mean, speaking of America, I'm like, how many Americans watched the fight the other night? Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it. I just saw the highlights because I don't subscribe to anything. I've got Prime Video, but I've only got Prime Video because Amazon Prime, so I just get it for free.
I think the real fight
and the music app.
The real fight was the Netflix versus the viewers, because it was lagging
about that
a lot.
I did hear about that. I don't know, man. Like the highlights that I saw, that shit had to have been staged. I'm sorry. I feel like everybody says this about a Jake Paul fight. I feel like they say it about every single one of them, that it's staged, it's faked, it's this, it's that. The promoter of the fight is in the ring. The promoter of the fight's in the ring.
Yeah.
When I see Tyson throwing a punch and pulling it back, that has me questioning everything. I'm like, okay, well, somebody's getting a lot of money. That's great. That's cool. But I want to see a real like a real fight if I'm going to watch stuff like that.
Yeah, if you're going to like hype it all up and you only to have him pull his punches when he got paid $20 million for the fight. And I feel like they broke it down. I've seen a lot of TikTok videos today how they broke it down where they felt like when they wrapped up and Mike Tyson in the first round was going really hard because he won like the first 2 rounds. Like,
oh yeah,
easily. And I feel like at one point when they showed it, Jake Paul got in his ear and said, "Hey, take it easy, bro. Like, don't you want to get paid?" And then he started pulling his punches. He started being less aggressive.
That's kind of what I was feeling like just by watching just the highlights. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy, dude.
And Jake Paul has not beaten a real boxer yet. He's fought MMA.
Who didn't he? He lost to somebody, didn't he?
Yeah, he lost to a real boxer. His first.
What was his name? I remember his name. Tony.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, but I just know, like, I feel like they make a lot of money off of Jake Paul because of his social media background really made boxing relevant again. So I'm like, oh, we need to keep this guy winning his fights. So boxing, like, I feel like he's definitely made boxing popular again. That's why I have the whole Jericho Paul here.
I don't hate the guy. Like, he's obviously talented, but like, it feels fake, looks fake. I don't even watch like a shit ton of boxing matches because I don't know. I used to watch way back in the day, but like, obviously, you know, the UFC is just so much better, so much funner to watch,
right?
As a contact sport. But it just feels so fake whenever you're watching him box. Sure, they've got a lot of stamina. He's obviously a legit boxer. You can tell.
Yeah. Right.
He's went through the training.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just the whole thing.
He's in great shape.
The whole thing looks fake.
And I'll give his brother Logan credit, because Logan is an active WWE wrestler, and he's talented. Like, he's like,
I've seen,
and those are predetermined. We all know that one. But when it comes to talent, his brother Logan is really good.
Yeah. I've seen some of his stuff. Like, way back in the day, Rey Mysterio used to be like everybody's favorite because the shit that he could do in the ring.
Yeah.
Like, and then he you know, he wrestled pretty much everybody. Wrestled the Big Show, wrestled Triple H, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So he was very diverse in his category.
Yeah.
So he was really, really fun to watch. But
Logan Paul actually saved in one match. He saved Rey Mysterio from getting seriously injured, because Rey Mysterio does those flips. He did a backwards flip, and he was about to land on his head, and he mistimed his jump, and he was going to be short of hitting Logan, and Logan caught him midair and saved the move. So, I mean, like, you got to give respect to Logan. He knows how to take care of the other guy in the ring, and it was Rey Mysterio of all people.
Yeah.
So I have to give him credit, but we all know that's predetermined, and it feels like Jake Paul is in this predetermined era of boxing, but playing it off as real. And I'm like, you know, like, I think Jake could probably benefit from going to WWE as well, because at least no one's going to question it.
True.
So
I don't know. Yeah, obviously that, you know, wrestling is fake.
Right.
You know, like, it's got a storyline. It's entertainment. Right. That's what it is for a lot of people.
It's theater.
It is no different than like a what am I trying to say? It's no different than like a personality on YouTube or a personality on TikTok. It's no different. It creates a space where people they enjoy it. They want to be there, you know?
Yeah. And it's live theater. Like, it's now the bumps they take, like the mat, like, it's not a trampoline. You know, we grow up watching wrestling, and then you do the moves on a trampoline. So much give on those mats. When it comes to a ring, you got wood and a very thin mat. It's not a trampoline. There's not a lot of give.
In my mind, it's like, go out there on the grass in the dirt and try to do that yourself. Obviously, it's not fake in the sense of there's injuries all the time. Shit happens. I mean, Owen Wilson died in the fucking ring.
Owen Hart.
Or Owen Hart, yeah. Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Yeah, Owen Hart. Yeah, like, I mean, there's, you know, shit like that happens all the time. You know, those people, they do put their body through hell. I mean, take Hogan as an example. He had like 10 or 15, somewhere in between there, fucking back surgeries.
Yeah, he could barely walk these days.
And then, like, I think I watched like one episode where he was getting interviewed or whatever, where he said, my only regret is doing the leg drop every night, 300 something nights a year, doing the leg drop, because that's what ruined his back. Yep.
And that's, that's what you mentioned, 300 nights a year. They traveled at least 300 nights a year, because they do TV events. They do No, not Owen Wilson.
I legit have no idea why I said Owen Wilson, because I knew who exactly what I was talking about, because Bret Hart. But yeah, still, I mean,
Yeah, it's
regardless.
300 nights a year, and like they do TV events and they do the house shows. Like the house shows are untelevised, and that's a really good point about Chris Benoit, CTE. I fully believe he was affected by a lot of head injuries, like because they used to do chair shots in the head. Now those are completely banned. They cannot do chair shots to the head.
Yeah, I don't know. That whole story behind him is gross to me. It's
Yeah.
always going to be gross to me.
Yeah.
I would never consider that man for Hall of Fame.
He never will. No, he never will be. No,
that's like my personal opinion. No, based on the story or whatever. But I mean, when you listen to like podcasts, Undertaker has a podcast, and his is pretty fun to listen to. Like to hear them talk about all the old stories and all that kind of stuff. Man, they did so many drugs.
Yep.
They did so many drugs. It's no wonder crazy shit happens with these people, to be honest with you. Yeah.
And that was the era of like before drug testing and all that. They do all that now. And Undertaker's really fun to watch. I don't know, politics aside, because I know he had Trump, him and his storyline brother Kane, who Glenn Jacobs, who is already in politics. I think he's the Republican mayor of
he was a mayor, right?
He
currently
yeah,
a mayor.
Knox City, Tennessee.
That's weird, dude.
The politics aside, like they have some good stories that I can listen to all day long.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, watching that was like really, really fun for me way back in the day. I have not caught up on it. Like I don't watch anything that's new. But
I would, if you ever we're talking about Netflix. They're going to bring WWE Raw to Netflix, and they need to fix the streaming issues if that's the case. But I think I think wrestling will be, back in the Attitude Era. I don't know if you remember the Attitude Era, where I couldn't even watch that as a kid. My parents would not allow me to watch WWE.
Oh, the Attitude Era was the best. That was the best.
Yeah, so I think they're going to bring that back a little bit with Netflix. We're going to be able to get away with a lot of more things. So I'm kind of excited.
That was the best.
Yeah,
I think I've told this story to a couple people. I don't know if I've ever said it publicly or not. But speaking of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, used to be friends with my grandma and her husband at the time.
Yeah.
So her husband at the time, I'm not going to divulge any names because I don't want anybody to dox me or like look it up because they're innocent people. But her husband at the time used to own a body shop and styling and profiling. I mean, he used to do like a lot of work for celebrities' cars. And obviously that goes into another story, but I'll tell the Ric Flair one. Yeah, he was friends with them. Like he would always come in whenever he would come into town. Like he would always show up at their house. I've got pictures of him in the house and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, he was real big friends with them. What a lot of people don't know is her husband was a pimp. He had some prostitutes working with him, dude. And the Nature Boy would pay out some of them. Sometimes three. I believe it. Sometimes 3 or 4 of them at the same time, dude.
I believe it. I believe it.
And it was, I mean, I've heard all the stories, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, he used to do like a lot of work on like celebrities' cars. Ric Flair used to give him all different kinds of work.
Yeah.
But yeah, his body shop caught on fire, and like they lost the whole property. Like it was a total loss. So there was a fire that started in this body shop, and my grandmother's husband, I almost said his name, so I'm going to try to refrain from that. But he went to grab a bucket to pull out this fire, but it was acetone. So when he grabbed this bucket, he threw it on the fire. It blew up.
Ooh.
And when it blew up, it caught him on fire. The man had to have skin grafts and all different kinds of things, burned over 80% of his body. Like, my uncle at the time was working with him when he was a young kid. He was working with him and he was trying to pull him out of the fire. He grabbed onto his arm and was pulling his arm, pulled the skin all the way off his arm. And like it was down to bone. Like that's the way that they described it. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah.
There's no pictures. There's no videos. We're talking about, 70s, 60s, but yeah, pulled him out of the fire or whatever. And they were trying to put him out, but they couldn't put the fire out because it was acetone. It was all over the place. It was all over him, all over everything. And yeah, it was intense. Like to be able to see, like, cause he had to have like, I don't know how many skin grafts. It was over a dozen skin grafts that he had to have to be able to get back to normal. But yeah, it was crazy.
So I have a story with, a weirdest way I met a wrestler, if you remember Terry Funk. So
Terry Funk was legit.
Terry Funk.
Did he ever do ECW?
He did. He was an ECW original. So Terry Funk, like I moved from, I don't live there now, but I lived in Amarillo, Texas, and that's where Terry Funk lives.
Yeah.
And the weirdest way I met him was I was in college at the time, and he's in his 70s. He was still wrestling though. He was still actively wrestling at the time. He wrestled all the way into his 70s. That's how tough this motherfucker was. So we were doing a school thing where we were doing a documentary, and it was about a 24-hour bike ride, and it was in a place called Paladuro Canyon, which is the second largest canyon next to the Grand Canyon. I mean, it's considerably smaller than the Grand Canyon, but it's the second biggest canyon in the United States, right? So 24-hour bike ride. There was one guy that actually did the whole 24 hours, but Terry Funk was there for the event, and he showed up, and for me being a wrestling fan, I was starstruck, and we did a whole ass interview with this guy. Coolest dude you ever met, like super chill, but he's crazy on screen. Like you watched him, like he was super hardcore. Nice, one of the nicest guy you'll ever meet. Well, considering he used to be, he passed away, I think a year ago. God rest his soul. But one of the nicest guys I ever met, and he's super crazy on TV.
Oh yeah, it was fun to watch him. The whole ECW stuff. That was that was crazy. That took everything beyond its limits. I think Mick Foley probably was crazy. I don't know how he's still living. I mean, my God.
Oh, he can barely walk.
Yeah.
I mean, he put his body on the line. He in ECW was probably the catalyst for the Attitude Era.
Yeah. That's what I love. Excuse me. That's what I love listening to, like some of those old podcasts. It's like, I'm not a wrestling fan now. Like I'm not. It's not because I think that it's fake or it's not entertaining or whatever. It's just like, I just don't watch a whole lot of TV. So I just got out of it, whatever. Obviously you can argue some of the greats, Sting, Hogan, all those kind of stuff. I think the NWO stuff that they did with WCW, I think that was classic. It's going to go down in history as one of the best storylines ever told.
Yep.
But that's what I love listening to some of those old podcasts and those stories, because it's like listening to stories about Andre the Giant and how huge he was. The one that they were talking about where he was in Japan.
Yes.
Where he was in Japan and he was trying to shit. So he shit in that fucking bathroom, but the bathroom was so tiny he busted through the fucking wall. Like, yeah, those stories, dude, those are so fun to listen to.
Did you ever hear the one where he drank 126 beers in one night?
Bro, that is crazy to me.
I mean, he probably could have lived longer if he actually took care of himself.
That's also true.
But God, 126 beers.
Could you imagine, dude? Like,
I mean, this is my second big tall boy, and I'm like feeling it. I'm like 126 would kill me.
With beer, it does take me a lot. Like at 6, I start feeling like good, but 12 is like, okay, I probably should stop, but then I'm going to stop at 16 or whatever. I went fishing multiple times this summer, and I would take a 24 pack and I would go out and I would stay out all night, and I'd be like, why do I only have 3 left? Where did they go, dude? I don't even remember drinking that many, but no, like it does take me a lot to go, okay, I've had enough. I'm going to pass out in the bush somewhere.
Yeah. I will say I will advocate for the current product. And I know we got a lot of women on the left in here. So like if you say you watch the old school stuff, women were treated like sex objects in wrestling back in the old days. They were not treated as legit wrestlers. They were eye candy, right? Had bra and panties matches. Vince McMahon was a fucking perv. Today, though, women's wrestling is considered like legit now. Like they're not used for as eye candy. They're like they got a lot of shit going. And then of course, like one of the greatest storylines in the last 4 years revolves around The Rock's cousin, Roman Reigns. He turned heel because he was being propped up as the next Hulk Hogan, the next John Cena, and people were rejecting it. Like they were like, nah, you're not going to just shove the good guy down our throats. He turns heel, and Paul Heyman, the ECW original guy, became his advocate. And that whole Samoan bloodline story the last 4 years has been one of the. It made me like love wrestling again. Like there was a stagnant for a while where I was like, okay, this is boring. Vince McMahon's lost touch, and now that Vince McMahon's out of the picture and it's ran by Triple H,
he got
fun to watch again.
He got old. But he still wanted to do it the old way. He was always looking for the next Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes.
And he was never going to find that because that comes around once in a blue moon. That doesn't always happen,
Yeah.
And then I do feel like with wrestling in general, like it's obviously sports entertainment, right? It's predetermined. I think everybody knows that. Everybody grasps that version of it, but it's one of those situations where it's like, what you're watching. Like it is a soap opera, but it's got some action in it, and people do get hurt. It happens. So you can't call it all fake,
right?
But like he was always looking for the next Steve Austin, or even he was looking for the next Cena. He was looking for the next Giant. That kind of talent doesn't come around very often.
Well, it can if he doesn't shove it down your throat. So Roman Reigns was being propped up as now he is the guy, but everybody was waiting for him to turn heel. It's kind of like The Rock, because The Rock was being propped up as this like good guy babyface. They finally turned him heel, and then he became a bigger star. And when they finally made Roman Reigns heel is when he became more depth of the character, because we're in an age where people don't care about you being just this, I'm a good guy. No, you got to have some edge to you. You got to have some anti-hero stuff in you. Like they don't just want the babyface superhero.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of the new players because like I said, I just don't watch. And it's not because I don't want to necessarily. But yeah, for me, it's like in that industry, it's unique in its way because obviously it's sports entertainment. It's filmed. You get to watch it. You get to play along, all that kind of stuff. The fans realistically determine who the stars are. Like whatever storyline you're telling.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about. That's dirty. That's dirty. Jen, wash your mouth out.
I mean, we were going to have
Dirty.
a porn star on the show if we like, whatever. I guess that maybe I'm still in that mindset,
Oh, it was going to be crazy. We were going to ask so many different questions.
I had so many questions. So
I
many.
did too. One day she'll come on.
Or Jen's contact. Maybe we can ask her. I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah, it would be exciting.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I think that's always been the thing. Fans are always going to determine who the stars are in the biggest sense of ways. Whatever sells. Like, I do not believe that anybody would have ever thought that a character like Stone Cold would have sold to an audience.
And I believe why he sold, or what. Well, for one, it's a wrestler too, but the storyline of being able to tell your boss to fuck off and kick your boss's ass, even if it was just a storyline, it resonated to so many people.
Yeah, I do think that's why. And like the Austin 316 thing, that's one of the only things, like one of the original things that I remember. Like that didn't even come about until he wrestled Jake the Snake.
Yeah. And that promo that he cut at the very end when he said Austin 316 made his entire career after that.
Yeah, because Jake the Snake was like a pretty big Bible thumper in the outside of the wrestling industry. So
he has some crazy stories too, though. Like Jake,
they all do.
Yeah,
and that's why it's so fun to listen to them. You know what? It would be really awesome to get. Yeah, we're never going to be popular enough. We're not going to be popular enough soon enough to be able to interview somebody like Hulk Hogan or Jake the Snake, but that would be so fucking cool.
Oh yeah,
that'd be so cool.
I feel like we can one day. I think a good thing takes time.
Sure. I'm not trying to rush it or throw shade at us. I was just saying those guys are getting up there in age.
Yeah,
they're getting up there in age, but it would be so fucking fun to talk to them.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love Trump. Like when they brought Trump on the Undertaker's podcast, and it turned into Trump interviewing the Undertaker. Like, so does it really hurt when you get hit on the mat? It's like, I know you're supposed to be interviewing me, but I'm going to ask you the questions.
Yeah, that was a good one. I don't know. I do actually really like the Undertaker's podcast. Like, I used to not like. I have a friend that met, what's his name, Mark
Holloway.
I have a friend that met him, and he was like, dude was such a dick to me. It was like, he was like my childhood fucking hero, and he was such a dick to me that it like ruined everything. And he was like, I dream about it now. He's like, he was such a dick. And I'm like, yeah, but think about, like, I don't get shell shocked by like celebrities, and I don't fangirl over celebrities. Like, I just really don't care. Like, you put your pants on the same way that I do. So
yeah, they're regular people.
Two legs at a time.
Yeah.
But I do understand why people love celebrities and things like that, and they get, celebrity crushes and all that kind of stuff. Like, I get that. But starstruck, I know that's I always say things.
I'd be starstruck if Maria Ripley should.
It's always on purpose. It's always on purpose. No, yeah, it's for me, like, it's one of those things. Like, I understand why people do, like, they feel that way whenever they meet somebody they're like, they looked up to for years and years and years. They're gonna let you down in some way. Like, they got somewhere they got to be on a plane, they got to be somewhere, and now you're being like, can I get a selfie with you?
And you got to
fuck out of here.
Yeah, how many times do we get approached for that kind of stuff? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All day, every day. They can't go out in public without someone approaching them. They're just. I would get tired of it. Like, God, Lee, again.
Tragically, we did have a house fire. which ruined like a lot of baby pictures of like me and all my siblings and stuff like that. Like it ruined a lot of things. But Barry Larkin was like one of my favorite Reds players ever. Like I absolutely loved him. But I grew up watching the guy play. And my mom had a picture of him holding me when I was a fucking baby, you know, with his little jersey onesie on and all that kind of stuff. And he signed it and all that kind of stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, you know, like I can understand why people fangirl. I get it.
Well, so you remember Jeff Hardy, right?
Yeah.
So I met Jeff Hardy personally at he was in Amarillo, but he wasn't wrestling. He was doing a music gig at a bar. So he was signing autographs and
he's singer.
He sings. Yes, he sings. I didn't know that. Someone had showed me he was going to be there, and it was like $30 to go see him. I'm like, bet I'm going to go meet this guy. Because it said like autographs, and then you get to take a picture with him, right? So I get there. I didn't have any merchandise, right? But the guy behind me, I'm guessing he had met Jeff Hardy several times because he goes, "Hey, bro, I got 4 items. The max is 3." So he said, "Can you take one for me and get it signed for me?" I'm like, "How do you know this?"
How do you know it?
Yeah. So I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So I had one of his figurines that I'm not gonna keep, but I basically did it just to take a picture with him. And I go up to him, like, this is still in the stages of COVID, so he's wearing a mask, right? And I go up to him, I was like, "Hey, bro, I didn't know you sang, man. I didn't know you played music." He's like, the only thing he said to me was, "Oh." I mean, he took a picture with me, but that's the only thing he said to me. I was like, damn.
Yeah, that hurts some feelings, but you know, think about how many times he's probably heard it.
Probably, you know what I mean? Like, I probably sounded like an idiot. Like, "Oh, I didn't know you played music. Oh, we watched you for wrestling," you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, a lot of those guys got double talents, you know?
Yeah.
I think whenever they get into acting, like they take acting roles, you know, Dave Bautista, The Rock,
John Cena.
I think The Rock is so funny. But John Cena is super fucking underrated as a fucking actor, dude. He is so funny. I haven't watched a movie of his at all that I haven't fucking laughed my ass off.
Have you watched his Max show? What was it called? Because he's the. Can someone in the comments remind me what show he's on? The Piece something. It's a DC comic, right?
Oh my god! Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I have.
Yeah.
What is
super funny?
What is the name of it? Yeah, I do know it. I
want to say Peacemaker, but it's probably not.
I think it's Peacemaker. I
think
it is Peacemaker. I think it is.
And
Peacemaker.
I watched that show. I was like, "Holy
100%!
This guy's got it,
dude. He's so funny."
Yeah. Wow! Didn't even bother to tell you.
We could have like had a coffee. We could have had like one of my favorite sushi joints.
Way to go, Julia. Way to go.
I don't know. I know Jen has, you know, we've talked about like car karaoke a couple times because I know she lives pretty close. Yeah, I get that you came through Ohio, but dog, like, you didn't say anything.
And just now telling them?
You didn't say anything. Halloween was like, what, 2 months ago?
Feels like it.
Bro, time is flying, though. It really is.
Yeah.
It's devastating.
It really is. 2025 is going to be an interesting year.
Okay, that's fair. I did know that you were going to Indy to see Taylor Swift. That's probably my fault. But I didn't know what route you were going to take.
Right? How would we know that?
I don't know. I don't know what I can't sing, Jen. You know that, right? Like, I cannot
I'm
sing.
good. You're referring to me being in the car right now.
We can.
Butter pig. Little butters.
Yeah. We had we always come up with these crazy names. He's Jericho Paul and I'm Butter Pig, and we were talking about boxing a little bit,
Yeah.
the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul thing. So one of my favorite boxers ever, Butterbean.
Yep.
Just fun to watch because he's so fat. Yeah.
Pack a punch too.
So it's Butter Pig. Yeah, dude, he good.
Yeah. And people
Good.
call you pudgy on TikTok when they're trying to insult you, and I found that funny.
Oh, I find that hilarious.
Like,
And realistically, like, I don't think anybody understands when you give me a nickname. I just roll with it,
right?
because it does not bother
Bobby
me.
Hill. You got Bobby Hill. What else did you do?
So originally, whenever I first got it, I made like on TikTok, I made a video. I don't even remember what it was, but it was about something towards pro-life or whatever. And I wasn't serious. Okay.
Right.
I was trolling because I had two separate accounts. I had a leftist account and I had a conservative account. Okay. And I was just making fun of both sides. And I took both accounts and I was stitching my videos and I was arguing with myself, and people didn't know that I was two different people. Okay. So somebody stitches me one day during my I made like a pro-life comment or whatever. Somebody stitches me and they called me the great white conservative or whatever. And that's what born GWC. Like that's what born it.
You made
Like,
a brand. You made a
it
fucking brand, bro.
It birthed it, and I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna roll with this. So that was the first time I ever changed my name because somebody gave me one. And then it was shortly right after that somebody was like, great white, like great white shark, you're not a shark or whatever. And then I was like, okay, yes I am. So then I started changing my name to that type of shit. I had merch that had all that the logos on it with a fucking shark that was smoking a cigar. It just became like a whole thing, right?
Well,
So that's what started it. Like I would change my name to what, it didn't matter what you named me, what you called me. I would just change my name to that.
Yeah, like so when FJB Brian called me the Saturday Night Live at TikTok, I took it and ran with that one too. I was like, bet, bro. And then
I am not a
Punks gave me the jerk off. I mean Jericho. I ran with that one too.
That was such a good moment for us, dude. It was so funny. Blueberry,
Berry Butter Brothers, Triple B, baby.
With each other till the end.
Like we could like really make you look stupid. We really can.
I truly believe that Meg will catch on one of these days that I say shit like this. That's what born it. I say the shit like that on purpose. Like it's 100% on purpose.
Meg,
like whenever
I can't wait for the episode Meg comes on. I want to drink wine in the closet.
Bro, she could have came on today.
I know it.
You know what? You know what's crazy too? Like I do this thing on TikTok now that I kind of started saying, where it's like that doesn't compute. The only reason I say that is because I'm calling you a bot without calling you a bot. I just want you to know, like that's why I do it. I just about knocked everything
You think Meg's
over.
a bot?
Meg's a bot. It's not going to compute.
No, yeah,
Totally a bot.
There it is. Does not compute.
We could talk about Taylor Swift. I'm a Swiftie. I really am.
I mean, her last album was really good.
I don't know everything about her, and I don't know all of her music, but yeah. I'm a fan.
I broke down their
100%.
last album. I mean,
100%. One of my favorite guys to see, or bands, I should say, not guys. He is a guy, I guess. One of my my favorite show to ever go and watch is Andrew McMahon. If any Something Corporate, he was on several different bands. I don't remember some of the other ones, but Something Corporate, Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness. The guy, when you go watch a live show for his, it is fucking phenomenal. And
yeah.
Jimmy Eat World, fucking phenomenal live. Crazy. They give
Jimmy
off
Eat
good
World?
shows. Jimmy Eat World, yeah. They put on a hell of a show.
I was so upset. I missed one of my favorite bands that came into. I'm close to Little Rock. One of my favorite bands of all time was in Little Rock in September, and I had to miss it because I was working. It was The Used. I was devastated missing that show because I was like, man, they're only an hour away, and I had to work. Like I was.
Yeah, SoCo. 100%. I Woke Up in a Car is legit one of my favorite songs ever. It's going to go down in one of my top 5s for sure. But SNL Jericho was your best persona. What happened? Did we freeze?
Someone tried to call me. It was the spam call. There you go.
No, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do need to bring back the SNL TikTok. We need to bring that back, dude.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think I brought a little bit of that personality today with my people scripting their drama talk. That was great.
Dude, that video was so funny, man. I was in tears. I was in tears. It was such a good one.
I love to take what anybody does and says and their gimmick and use it against them because they really think they're special, and they're like, and for some people they think I'm a bully, but I'm like, I'm literally just using your words, your actions, what you've done, and making it funny. I'm making it better for you, really.
I fucking loved it, bro. That shit was so funny to me.
Yeah. So people send me your stuff, and I'll keep doing it.
To be fair, you were one of my favorite cancel creators.
Cancel creators?
Roasting creators, that type of thing. That's a dig at quiz. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, you can get canceled. I mean,
I almost said something really insensitive.
I used to like his content. I did, but yeah.
But yeah, I love a lot of people, especially some of the people that I disagree with. Some of the people I disagree with currently. They used to make really good content.
Well, shoot, even when Meg, who's in here, like when we were on opposite ends, I found her content very funny.
Meg,
I was like, she's funny. I'm supposed to not like her, but I actually do. Like, I was like, she's funny.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. One of my all-time favorite people to go back. Well, there's two of them, and actually, I think they're both in here. Jess and Meg was one of my favorite people to go back and forth with because they're so witty. They're so witty, and it was so fun to go back and forth with them. I don't know who won. I don't think that I won or anything.
They held their own against you. That's why
they were so funny, dude.
That's why I like both of them. I was like, okay, they can hold their own against Charles. And they're funny.
And I'll be honest, I wasn't faking not laughing. I wasn't faking that. Like, I was just being a smart ass because that's just what I was.
Right.
I was not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. A lot of the times, like, I don't think a lot of people understand my content a lot of times. Like,
right.
I just don't want you to focus on the people you were focusing on. I just want you to make fun of me. I want you to leave this person alone, and I'm gonna say some stupid shit, and I'm going to pee on a drawing, and I just want you to focus on me.
Right.
That's what I want you. So that was what my intent was. But they were my favorite to go back and forth with, dude. And then some of them would block me, and I would get heartbroken.
My favorite one to go back and forth with was Leah, because I didn't have a back and forth with Jess or Megan, but Leah was my favorite because she was witty. I was like, okay,
I agree.
I'm not supposed to like her, but she is funny. She got me there.
I agree. Yeah, Leah was fun too.
Yeah. And
Leah
then
was
she
fun
just,
too.
now that we collaborate, it's even better. I'm like, okay, Ness is why we're cool.
I also found out that Jess and I are more alike than we like to admit.
Right.
She doesn't take compliments well. Neither do I. I don't like it.
Yeah, y'all should stop that.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to be like, it's okay to.
Well, of course, I'm humble though, right? Like, I think people get it twisted. Like, I really do not care if I get 1 view or 100,000 views. I do not care. I don't. That's not what it's about for me. I'm gonna speak my mind, whether you like it or you don't, dude. I don't care.
Oh, I wish I could see all those. Oh my god. I wonder who I pissed off on that one. That's great.
Yeah, dude, realistically, I think because we've been on TikTok for so long, right?
Yeah.
Like I was on TikTok before it was called TikTok. Like
Musically?
I started it. Yeah, I started it before that, right? I've seen it grow so much. I think the funnest people to make fun of are conservatives.
Dude. Greatest thing ever I'd ever did.
They are the funnest to make fun of, dude.
They really are.
Because they get so mad about it. They get so mad about it, dude. That's why I had so much fun with my leftist account, but I mean I don't do it anymore because I don't care. But
the funnest I ever had was my Modern Trans Warrior account. Like that I got so many death threats. Call me a piece of shit, that I should leave the country. I enjoyed that. I was like, this is more fun than making fun of the left. Way more fun.
Why did you start following me years ago? On a serious note, you know, like I went back and forth with so many liberals, and yeah, they would get weird and they would dox you and they would do all different kinds of things.
Yeah.
I never one time got death threats until I disagreed with conservatives. When I was going
same.
When I was going back and forth with Misfit, right?
Yeah.
That's an unpopular time. It's an unpopular opinion. I hated the guy. It is what it is. I never got death threats until I disagreed with that guy. Never. So it was
that video is
time.
this video that Butter's referring to is where I got death threats. and the kneeling for the flag.
Dude, you should bring it back, dude. You should bring.
I am thinking about it because, like,
the SNL thing.
Liberals, but they don't engage with me. It's the conservatives that actually engaged.
Yeah, because they get so so mad. Dude. You should absolutely bring back the SNL thing. Yeah. Obviously, you at least got 3 people in here that requested it, so you should 100% do that because it was so funny. It was such a good time. Yeah.
You know what you should do? You should bring back arguing with yourself. That would be funny.
Nobody, bro. It still is mind-boggling to me that nobody caught on. Not one person ever was like. Actually, I take that back. There was one person that caught on. That was Dar. That was Dar, dude.
No, really?
It was Dar. Yes, she did. She did. She caught on to it and she called me out. And we talked about this not too long ago when I was going back and forth with her again because I was like, "What are you gonna do? You gonna dox this guy named Josh again?" She legitimate, bro. She legitimately thought that I was a country singer named Josh. She doxed him. She doxed his whole Facebook, his house, his
What
everything.
the fuck?
Bro, it was crazy. She was like, "You're playing both sides. You're actually a liberal. You're a double agent." And I was like, were you paying attention to the content that I was doing on my leftist page? I was literally wearing a Blue Line hoodie.
So a conservative or a self-proclaimed conservative doxed you.
Yeah, it was a good time for me.
So I vote you argue with yourself, and I'll do the SNL and conservative trolling.
I don't know what you're saying.
I'll just say I'll call it Saturday Night Live or Saturday Night Liberal.
Saturday Night Liberal. I like it.
I'll be the Saturday Night Liberal. SNL.
I'm gonna bring back the cigar.
Yes.
I'm gonna see if I can get away with it.
And then I'll be like, I'll duet your videos when you're the leftist part of it, and then stitch the conservative side of you.
Bro, we can, dude. You want to go back and forth?
Yes,
dude, that would be so funny. That'd be so funny,
dude. You just imagine the comments talking shit on each other, like oh yeah, that guy's fucking idiot. Totally.
Are we gonna kiss right now? We're gonna kiss.
We're talking like kiss.
We're gonna kiss.
That means we got to delete all of our content, though.
No, we just start fresh pages.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I've got like 6 of them that I could like just rename. I do have 12 accounts, but I don't really use these.
I do have a backup, so I'm going to change that when I get home. I have a Jerichoholics account. I'll just change it. Saturday Night Liberal.
I can't even believe this right now.
I can't even believe it. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Bro, that's how I'm going to talk in every one of my responses to you. As soon as I get off here, I'm ordering me a bandana.
We're going to make TikTok great again. I'm
going to order me a banana. I got to put on a banana.
The Karma-less refrigerator.
I cannot believe that lady. Like, okay, we were meant to be drama free, and we are going to be drama free on this podcast. Yes. We are. But that shit cracked me up. These people take themselves so seriously.
What? Like what? I'm looking for the comment. Is it there?
Fuck, this karma must be right behind the mayonnaise. God. This karma, it's got to be behind the mayonnaise. It's right next to the mayonnaise. Right next to my cookies and cream ice cream.
You're supposed to tag the general.
I don't. Bro, when he came into the comment section of that video, he was like, "I'm not gonna lie, this was pretty funny." God damn it, Kevin! You're supposed to tag the general first. You're supposed to tag that general first. Did you go into the Discord? I'm gonna need you to sign up to the Discord. We just put the rules in there.
I gotta mask up as the Saturday Night Liberal because I can't have people recognizing me.
Dude, I don't even know, man. Whenever
I may just have to like put a filter on or something.
Whenever you did the Modern Trans Warrior stuff, dude. Everybody knew who you were that loved you, but
there were people that followed me before and they were stitching me like, "You're stupid, Luke. You're stupid." I'm like, "Bro, you followed me."
Dude, that was the best time of my life, dude. You got to bring that back.
Okay. I gotta do it. What would you do if I broke into your house and wore a Harris Wall shirt and told you to vote blue?
I'm just gonna make my account, and whenever you do stuff like that, I'm just gonna be like, "Your body, my choice." Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
God.
I'm gonna do it, dude. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, you gotta have a liberal side and a conservative side. You gotta go back and forth.
I'm gonna be like a white nationalist, dude. I'm gonna get me a hood.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude. We are gonna ruin people's lives. I might get, I don't know, maybe that's a bad idea because I'll probably get killed. Yeah, Danny's saying no.
Jess is saying no.
Yeah, everybody's saying no.
No.
Immediately no. Dude. Well, we built this city. We built this city on rock and roll, okay?
Yeah, we did.
You know what I'm saying?
My mom said no.
At least 9 people that are watching, they'll know that I'm obviously joking. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
The screen recorders.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get one where it like just comes down over my eyeballs. And I'm just gonna be like, I can't see shit out of this fucking thing. And then I'm gonna be like, God damn it, Jericho. It's your body, my choice. I'm gonna do it, dude. I'm doing it. I'm gonna get it tailor-made, custom. It's gonna be custom made. Jeff is like, sorry, I'm out. Yeah, that probably would be taking it over the top. But it's for comedy. It's for comedy. You know that if we had our own like Dave Chappelle show, right? This would have already happened. It would have been something that we would have already ran with.
Exactly. Oh my God.
I guess when we have these kind of ideas, we're just gonna have to go to the Discord.
The Discord, yeah. Totally.
God damn it, dude.
Gotta ask permission first. They're trying to ground you, bro. They're trying to ground you.
Stop it. Stop it right now. Stop it. God damn it.
We're going to set TikTok on fire. That's how we're going to do it.
We really are. Yep.
I am going to wreck some conservatives.
I got to get me an American flag bandana.
Yep, you got to get the full-on conservative and then full-on...
I'm going to wear... Dude, I'm going to wear an American flag as a cape. That's the character I'm creating. That's it.
That sounds like Homelander, bro.
Listen here, you son of a bitch. You can't. In
America, we speak English. That's all we speak is English. We speak English.
Listen here, if you want to be an American, you're going to have American values. Otherwise, you're getting out.
You can get out.
You can get the fuck out of here, okay? I'll put you on the next flight. You see, I'm serious.
You gotta stitch me, bro. You gotta stitch me.
I'm gonna do it with a fucking lisp.
And then I'll make fun of your lisp, but like, that's conservative. He's so racist and he's such a bigot. He hates people like me.
Gotta get out of my country. If you don't like it here, go home. Well, obviously everybody will know because we just told everybody what's happening.
Leah, I was just talking about you.
Yeah, Leah, we actually gave you some really good compliments today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I said really funny.
Yeah, we gave you some really good compliments. We didn't even call you a bitch one time.
Nope. I said I was supposed to hate you,
Not
but
once.
when we had a back and forth, you actually made me laugh and got me.
Yeah.
She was one of the ones that got me. Like, she made me laugh
Yeah.
in our back and forth.
Yeah, she definitely did. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good time. Like that was my best time, man.
I know.
That was my best time.
I won Court Gesture of the Year 2022. Like, that was a great time for me. I loved it. I was like, oh yeah, I got an award. I never win anything.
You guys better get back on the raft. Get back out onto the Othen. Get onto the Othen. Go home.
Oh,
you're done here.
Leah is mad she didn't get called a bitch.
No, bro, we actually did give you some compliments. I'm not lying.
You're a funny bitch. How about that? You're a funny bitch.
Right there.
How's that?
Still a bitch, but funny.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. There's that.
They talk shit all the time. Shut up, Meg.
Meg,
Meg.
That's not true.
Not true.
Don't talk shit about us.
Don't be a racist and bigot. Stop it.
You're so racist. The left is the one that's racist. They started during Jim Crow. The Democrats are the party that started the KKK. Dude, it might be funny if we go back and forth like that. Man.
Dude, we have to. We have to.
We might make a lot of people mad though.
That's the beauty of it.
You goddamn Democrats. Democrats, I swear to God.
You leave my party alone, you bigot. Leave my party alone.
Can't take you Democrats anywhere.
That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my homie. Stop it. You're breathing. Yeah, that's true.
Fair.
I got Meg on my side, bitch.
Oh my God! What if we had teams? What if we had teams? Like we have the conservatives, and we have the Democrats.
Yeah. See. I got the big gun. I got the big gun. Meg's on my side.
Wait, you said you had another account already, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I just go back to my leftist account since it's still up, and maybe I just do that. I put a mask on.
I got to put a mask on too. I got to figure out something.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding because I'm the conservative.
But I thought you were going to argue with yourself too, though.
No, we should just argue with each other.
Oh yes. All right, deal.
Yep. I'll be the conservative. I'm just gonna tell you crazy shit. I'm gonna tell you crazy shit, just like your body, my choice.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, dude, it's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be bad. I'm calling it right now.
I'll do it. I'll fucking do it, butter. Yeah.
Yes. Goddamn jerks.
Yeah,
Democrats. I swear to God, you can't take them anywhere.
Yeah, how do you pick a side, bitch? Who are you gonna side with? The bigots or the people that love people, bitch?
Well, I don't know. If we do teams, right, and we confuse a bunch of people, like, yeah, we probably should. I mean, I'm going to start another account, and it's okay if you keep one or you change one, but I'm going to start a new account only because I want to be the underdog and I want to come after you and your
Well,
larger
my back
creator.
only has like 2 followers, so I'm like, or 1 or 2 followers, so like it's definitely starting a new way.
Bro, it'll be so funny, dude. You Democrats. Goddamn Megatron.
That would make meth. Yes, meth. Fuck yeah. Can you imagine Meg doing meth like she'd be like the meth, like my name's Meth. I mean Meg.
My name is Megath.
Whatever you want, Leah. I just know you're gonna have content gold for this one. Like whatever side you want to do.
Yeah, it'll be funny. We'll obviously talk about it, but
Oh, I'm gonna go into my backup and change all sorts of shit. Like after this podcast is done, and then I'll send a screenshot of like everybody to follow it, and then we'll go from there. It's gonna be we're gonna set TikTok on fire.
I'm gonna start a new account. And I'm gonna call myself the MAGA Mountain.
You gotta have a picture of the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Bro, can somebody do the mountain from Game of Thrones, but put Rushmore on it? But when you put Rushmore on it, can you put Trump next to it? That'll be my profile pic. That'll be my profile pic, dude.
I fucking love this.
Which one you want, dude? You can have any of them you want. I don't care.
Oh my god.
All right, bro. I think I'm gonna call it.
All right, man. This is great. I love it.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, we told everybody our secret.
Yeah, but the rest of the TikTok world don't know. Only a few select people know what's going on.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Danny will tell everyone anyway. All right. I'll see everybody else's lovely faces everywhere.
Thanks for staying up with us in the Pod Warriors. We'll see y'all next week.
Especially trans liberal cowboy.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'll get some fake boobs. I'll get some fake boobs, dude. Trans mega. God damn it, Butters. I'm crying.
I can't. I fucking can't.
Trans mega. Bro, get a cowboy hat. Get a cowboy hat.
Wait. I think I do have a hat. Hang on here.
And every video you gotta have a Cowboys jersey. Damn it, dude. That sent me. Bro, that just sent me. I'm in tears. I'm crying so hard, dude. I gotta get me some fake boobs. That's all there is to it. Dude, that made me that I'm dead. That sent me so that sent me, dude. Oh, bro. Be trans mega. I'm doing it. And I'm gonna talk with a lisp. I'm gonna put makeup on every one of my videos.
I'm glad I still have this.
Oh, fuck, my face hurts and I'm crying.
My throat hurts right now.
Trans mega and liberal cowboy. That's what we should name ourselves. I'm dead, dude. All right. On that note, God damn it. On that note, yep. Let's go. Let's see you guys See you guys on the next episode.
Peace out.
God damn it, dude. I'm dead. I can't even focus.